Choo. Choo.
Monique? Yes, 48 times 50. That's the answer.
You know, you should really think about getting some real rest.
Rest? What do I need rest for? I can rest when I'm dead. I don't need no rest right now. All I need is a double shot of espresso from Starbucks, but I do not need any rest. Hey everyone, it's Monique for Nude. Welcome back for another video. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Monique. I do faith-based videos where I explain Bible content and I share my relationship with God in order to help you grow closer with Him. So if you're into that, be sure to subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for clicking on this video. So today we're going to be discussing, as you can see by that short clip, the importance of rest, or what they call in the Bible, Sabbath. If you don't know what the Sabbath is, it's referred to as the seventh day of the week, which is Saturday. The first day is Sunday, so the seventh is Saturday. So there's a lot of controversy surrounding this topic. There's like one end of the spectrum that's like, you must keep the Sabbath to the T, exactly on Saturday, and you can't even pick up a remote or else you're breaking the Sabbath. And then there's another side that's like, rest. What do I need rest for? Like, I don't need no rest. I keep going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny or something. And then there's like an in-between group of people that's like, I understand the importance of rest, but I'm not gonna follow it exactly to the T. Like, I'm still gonna do me or whatever, but I understand what rest is. I don't know. What are you? Are you this and that and in the middle? Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm sort of, well, it doesn't matter what I feel. Let's see what Jesus said in the Bible.
So we're going to read Mark chapter 2, verses 23 through 28, where it says, "One Sabbath, Jesus was going through the grain fields, and as his disciples walked along, they began to pick some heads of grain." Dun, dun, dun. The Pharisees said to Jesus, "Look, why are they doing what is unlawful on the Sabbath?" He answered, "Have you never read what David did when he and his companions were hungry and in need? In the days of Abiathar, the high priest, he entered the house of God and ate the consecrated bread, which is lawful only for priests to eat. And he also gave some to his companions. Then he said to them, 'The Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. So the Son of Man is Lord, even of the Sabbath.'"
So while people are going back and forth arguing about the Sabbath, I think we're kind of missing the whole point, which is rest is supposed to accommodate you, not really for you to accommodate rest. So I don't know, if you're trying to figure out like whether you need to follow it to the T, like exactly on Saturdays, or whether you don't need any rest, I would strongly advise you seek God for wisdom with that, because it also makes me think, so what about people who work on Saturdays? Are they condemned because they literally have to work on Saturday? Or maybe they're only off Thursdays and they take their rest on Thursdays? Like, so like I would think, rest is very important. You taking rest is essential, and also what you're doing for that rest. Are you using that time to lay your burdens down at the feet of Jesus? Are you using that time to spend time with Jesus? Because it says the Son of Man is Lord even on the Sabbath. So what are we doing on Sabbath? The analogy I like to compare this to is like a car that needs gas, right? So we're driving around in our car. Our car has this maximum capacity before it runs out of gas. We can check the gas meter or whatever, and your car is on E. That needle is touching the E. Matter of fact, it's below the E at this point, but you keep driving and thinking, I could scratch what? And you keep driving and driving. You're like, what? I can stretch that extra mile. I could push forth until I make it to that destination. I can do it. I know my gas is on E, but I can do it. And then you push your car to the maximum capability, and then your car stops and you're broke down in the middle of the road because you didn't decide to stop for gas, which was right around the corner. Now you have to go walk, and you create more trouble for yourself when you don't stop for rest when you know you need to. So I think that's the whole point of this matter. So, and I know, like, this is so contrary to what the world pushes. The world pushes maximum productivity, especially in some parts of the corporate world. I'm not saying for everybody, but I know that they push for productivity to the max. Like, people working 80 hours a week, hardly no breaks, and, you know, work, sleep when I'm dead type of mentality. And that is so contrary to what the Bible says. We're not robots, so we're human beings, and God said you need to rest. So I think that is very important. So, like a car, you're going to burn out when you run out of gas, and you're running on fumes, and you're no longer able to function as the way you were meant to function without the rest. So you literally need to stop, like a car at the gas station, stop, and then refuel. So how do we refuel? You know, some people like to go out for a walk and appreciate nature, take some fresh air in. Some people like to catch up on the sleep that they lost throughout the week. Some people like to just lay in bed, listen to gospel music, or play video games, or what have you. So I think the stopping part is just stopping your work and just, you know, just taking some time out and just put it down. And then you need to refuel. You need to get some gas in you. So allowing Jesus to replenish you at the end of the week, I think, is equally important, and how you do that. So, for example, you might read like a faith-based book. I know that's what I do. I like to read during the weekends. By the way, we're doing a book series, me and Mrs. Lauren, on the purpose-driven life. So that's the book we're currently reading now. If you would like to check that out, I'll leave the link somewhere up here. And some people, you know, they like to perhaps study the Bible, watch some videos on the Bible or something. Or what I like to do some reflection. So I'll write in my journal, and, you know, I'll talk to God about, you know, what happened this week, what I'm worried about the upcoming week, and just sit there and have a conversation with God. So, like, are we, you know, taking the importance to stop from our work, but are we also allowing Jesus to replenish us, as we are cars that need gas? So are we filling the tank with gasoline or with just water? Does that make sense? So yeah, instead of, you know, arguing with each other, being divided amongst believers and quoting different parts of scriptures to defend each other's cases, I think what's most important is that we actually do take a day to rest, and be at the feet of Jesus. So yeah, that's all, y'all. That's it for today's video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you would like to see a personal glimpse of my life, follow me on Instagram. So until next time, I will talk to you guys later.